On August 11th, 2011, my heart started to stop in the morning. I was on the night shift and from 2 o'clock in the morning, I felt that something was wrong. At first I thought I was just stuffy, but the closer the morning got, the clearer it became that something serious was going on. Somehow I made it to the end of the shift. I returned home, bathed, changed clothes, went to the bank, withdrew and deposited money, got ready and went to the clinic. I was ready. I'm ready to leave. I wanted to go to my mum. I've been looking for her since I was 23. All my life I was afraid of three things: the Almighty, to be left without a mother, and dentists. When God took Mom away, the fear of dentists disappeared. It didn't matter anymore. When I arrived at the hospital, they immediately sat me down in a chair. The doctor screamed, asked me not to close my eyes, to talk, to keep in touch. But I didn't want to talk anymore, and my eyes seemed to start closing by themselves. The last thing I remember is how the doctors connected the machines. Everyone was fussing around. And then that's it. I saw myself from the side, from above. It's like a camera has been set up. Here I am lying on the couch, and filming is going on from above. I saw them plugging in something, running around. And I even thought they shaved their breasts. Carelessly, half shaved, half not. It's kind of ugly. And then it became an interesting click, and that's it. Silence, peace. There was no tunnel, no light at the end, just a feeling as if everything was filled with lightness. The colors are indescribable, and the music or singing is also indecipherable. It's just good. It feels good to my eyes, it feels good to my ears, and the smell is the most delicate thing I've ever felt. And most importantly, there is no heaviness. Before that, it was difficult to breathe. It made you break out in a cold sweat. It was oppressive, but now it's easy. It was like I was shouting from there, "Give me a mum. I want my mum." But no one came. I didn't see anyone. And then the heaviness. I opened my eyes. My dad and sister are next to me. Dad says, "Where are you going before me?" It was a shame. I was ready, both morally and spiritually. But I didn't leave. He left 2 years later. Then my heart stopped for 20 minutes. The nerve endings are dead. 3 of the 4 entrances to the heart have closed. There was only one left. He couldn't cope. Blood enters the heart through 2 entrances and exits through 2, and I have one of the entrances and one of the exits completely closed. As the doctor said, they collapsed. They installed spring-loaded stents that were inserted through an artery in the arm, with a camera and all the equipment. After that blissful state, returning to this world was difficult. I wasn't hired anywhere. The doctor, who was supposed to give permission, refused. "If I write you out, you will die, and it will be my fault. And if you work in a menial way, it's your own fault." And I had to feed myself, pay for housing. I went to the rabbi and asked a question. I don't understand why they left me. For me to live like this, he asked. Who is the most authoritative sage for you? I said the name. Go to him. I went. I asked the Almighty to decide on me. Why did I stay? What's the point? Is it really just to make mistakes? Coincidentally, it was Saturday, the Sabbath. I went to pray in an ordinary boiler room where the faithful gathered. I've been praying for a very long time. When I got out, it was already dark, and the bus had left. I realized that I was too late. I went to the grave of the sage, put my things down and sat down. I was afraid to go any further. I was ashamed. I didn't know what to do. The rabbi came over. "Where are you from?" "From Mum," I replied. "Then go to the table." We spent Shabbat, did Kiddush, and after it ended, I left. It's been about 30 days, give or take. Suddenly, on the internet, I saw a message from a girl with a beautiful photo near the Kodesh family. As I got to know her better, I realized that she rarely writes to anyone first. This girl became my wife. She wrote it. I didn't answer at first because I thought she was too young. Then he answered anyway. We started texting. She came to Israel with a delegation for a bar mitzvah. That's where we first met. I felt it right away. It is mine. I brought her to my sister's house. I was already divorced then. She talked to her sister as if she were a close friend. I understood. It's a sign. The Supreme does not require tension. If something is given from above, there will be no barriers. If you're climbing through a closed door, stop. They'll show you an open one. At that time, I still didn't know why all this was happening. But when Dad died 2 years ago, I was returning from the cemetery and went to the doctor. "Well, did you get married?" he asked. "Yes. And the children?" "We have 3 of them." "With your heart?" "Well, I didn't do it with my heart," I joked. When the eldest son once asked, "Dad, if you were smarter, would you not marry Mum?" I replied, "I had to marry her." The Almighty makes up a program for the soul in advance. To make your way, you needed qualities from her and from me. Therefore, you are the result of our union. And the other children are from another wife, with a different set of qualities. My eldest daughter is 31 years old, the youngest is 4. When I come home and put on my slippers, she runs up, "Dad, wait." She takes them off, puts them on herself, kisses them, and climbs into my arms. Mission accomplished. It's worth living for. I've passed away more than once. The last time was on a flight, on Passover. We flew with the whole family. The youngest was 10 months old. He was sleeping in my arms. I dozed off and saw the plane outside again. I know what that means. I raise my head and say, "God, not now." She is with 3 children in a foreign country. She does not know the language. Now is not the time. Please, God, not now. I open my eyes and the children have disappeared. Where are the boys? They're here. I came to my senses, and I understood. It's not the mask or the doctors that brings you back. Everything is according to the will of the one who governs. As in the Master and Margarita, a person has no control over himself, but he's part of the plan. There are 3 people involved in the creation of man: Dad, Mum, and the Almighty, who gives the spark. It's not just a spark, it's a part of him. The Supreme is an energy informational space. It is everywhere. It's not by chance that we meet people. Maybe you've passed by it 1,000 times and didn't notice it until the right moment came. And in the future, it will turn out that either you helped him or he helped you. Everything in this life is according to the will of the Almighty. What do you think about this story? Write in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channels so you don't miss any amazing new stories. See you.